1
Anthems.
Radio 1 Anthems will launch right here
on BBC Sounds.
It all begins this morning from 9.
If we don't get a part in this trail, I'm going to be devoed. Throwback tune that you love that you've forgotten about.
all the energy.
When you can't help but dance. Just a really catchy chorus that you cannot get out your head.
It's a tune that makes you want to run to the dance floor.
A song that always makes you feel good no matter what.
It's a song that when it plays, you pull that face and you go, tune!
Radio 1 Anthems. The songs you love.
All day long.
Non-stop.
Non-stop.
24/7.
Back to back.
Front to front, front to back.
That means all day, all week.
Calvin Harris.
Arctic Monkeys.
Rihanna.
Lady Gaga. Ed Sheeran. Daft Punk.
Jay-Z.
Adele. The Prodigy.
Little Mix.
Taylor Swift.
Nelly Furtado.
One Direction.
J-Lo.
Nothing but the best tracks from the noughties to now.
So many huge anthems.
You know what makes an anthem? A fat bass line.
What makes an anthem is...
A track that gets the people going.
Love a big fat drop. It's got to be the drop, right? It's the drop.
Now.
We set the biggest tunes on the planet free.
This is Radio 1.
Anthems.
Good morning. Good morning and welcome to Radio 1 Anthems, a brand new stream on the BBC Sounds app. Ask your smart speaker to play Radio 1 Anthems and you'll get it whenever you want it.
I mean, there's no time to do this now, but that opener, there's a lot to dissect at some point.
Matt Edmondson, a man who has literally never run to any dance floor ever.
Melvin O'Doom talking about big fat bass lines.
Big fat drops.
So welcome. We're going to start it with a 10-minute takeover.
Oh, come on.
You have to.
Yeah.
Always trust the listeners. Always.
I've always wanted to be here for the actual 10-minute takeover, just to see the messages flying in.
Well, this is it.
Yeah, how do you pick them?
Oh, well, welcome.
Welcome.
Welcome inside Hogwarts.
Yeah, no, where's it, Harry?
Let me show you. So 03700 100 100. What are we starting Radio 1 Anthems with?
So is it like a random selection, or do you go for the first person? How's it working?
You go for the one at the top of the list. At the point of freezing, whatever it is, we'll play it, and that will be the first song on Anthems. The listeners picked the first song on this breakfast show years ago, and that did well. That went well because it was
The 10-minute takeover.
Levels by Avicii.
Nice.
Great energy to start with. So we need good energy. So let me freeze it. It's so busy today. It's making the text screen go mad. Let me freeze it and let's stop it there. What is at the top of that list?
Come on, make it a banger, make it a banger.
It is a banger.
Go on.
It's a really good one, actually. It's Example.
Yes!
Love Example.
Watch the Sun Come Up.
Yes! Oh gosh, yes.
Who sent that in?
James in Watford.
Go on, James.
Good energy.
James in Watford, thank you for your service. See, look, you can always rely on the listeners.
Cool.
Example will be the first choice on the 10-minute takeover and the first choice, therefore, on the new stream on BBC Sounds of Radio 1 Anthems.
Question.
Yes.
Ever had someone send in a song that isn't in the system?
Yeah.
And then what happens? You just go to the next one, or you cancel it all?
We try our very best. Sometimes we have to break into the Radio 2 store.
Oh, no.
Sometimes we have to break into the 6 Music store.
Brilliant.
And if we can't find it, then we just pretend it never happened.
But we know we've got this one.
I know we've got this one. It is here. It is on. Let's go.
Woo!
This is the 10-minute takeover. How can I explain it? Scratching my brain. How can 10 hours feel like 10 years? I cry 10 men's tears as it disappears with the passionate atmosphere.
Okay, that is a great start.
We're in.
Great
Very good.
start. Example, watch the sun come up. I love that man.
I was just saying to Charlie, he reminds me of Nick Knowles. Example.
He has a Nick Knowles essence.
He does.
Doesn't he?
Also,
Yeah.
we were saying he has been touring since he was born. It feels like he never stops, that man.
There was a time where he was doing big arena shows where he had to stop doing some shows, or actually stop jumping because he basically had shin splints from bouncing too much.
Oh, gosh.
He still bounces.
That was true. I went and saw him, and I remember that he was icing his shins backstage. He was like, "It's because I've been bouncing too much on stage."
One of the nicest humans.
Lovely, lovely man, his example. Watch the Sun Come Up is a great first choice on the new stream on BBC Sounds of Radio 1 Anthems. By the way, you can always ask your smart speaker to play Radio 1 Anthems. It will always oblige. And if it doesn't, get a new one. James, kick it in the head.
I mean, yeah, I would.
James is in Watford and wanted example, Watch the Sun Come Up, and it's a great first choice. Choice 2 is actually maybe it's a more difficult choice. How do you follow the first song? Well, I think
I think it follows beautifully.
I think Kim and Grumpy Pete in the accounts office, not here, by the way, it's just somewhere else.
Grumpy Pete.
They want this song.
Grumpy Pete, you are a ledge.
I want this
What an anthem.
screamed at the top of your lungs, Pete. Linkin Park, Numb is choice 2.
Tired of being what you want me to be, feeling so faithless, lost under the surface.
Oh my God, amazing. Pete, I hope you're slightly less grumpy, or maybe you might have doubled down the grump with that, because it's pretty aggro, that song.
It's good.
Who cares? It's a banger.
Let go of your anger.
Linkin Park, Numb for Kim and Grumpy Pete in the accounts office, and we are off on the 10-minute takeover and on Radio 1 Anthems. You're going to do a whole lot of dance anthems from 10, aren't you?
Oh, I am.
Oh, my
We're
God.
bringing the party early.
What a day.
I know, I can't wait.
Just say this. What a day to be a listener. The listeners are so spoiled, honestly.
I mean,
Really?
some people might not be happy that I'm on a Friday, but, you know.
I honestly think we over-deliver. I do. Choice 3 on the 10-minute takeover goes to... Oh, okay.
Oh, no.
This is good.
Okay, yeah.
This is the perfect third choice. It's a Glastonbury throwback.
Yeah.
One of the greatest moments, maybe, of my gig watching life.
Oh, wow.
Ash and Mia in Aylesbury would love to hear Avril Lavigne.
10-minute takeover.
Girlfriend, the final choice on the 10-minute takeover of this special Radio 1 Anthems 10-minute takeover. That's amazing. Amazing choice. Thank you to Ash and Mia in Aylesbury. Thanks to Kim and Pete in the accounts office. And thanks to James in Watford. We had Example, we had Linkin Park, we had Avril Lavigne. That concludes the 10-minute takeover. And now we crack on with even more anthems.
You lift my heart up when the rest of me is down. You enchant me even when